So first of all, I would like to thank His Grace Shri Gaur Prabhu for kindly inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share something with all of you and serve all of you. So Prabhuji has been very kind. And also I want to thank all of you for being present here for today's talk. So I'll first chant Mangalacharan prayers and then we will continue the discussion. Om Agyantimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Evacha Patita Nama Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. So as the time is limited, so I'll start with the content which I wanted to share with all of you. So recently, I was hearing one of the interviews of Sabir Bhatia, who is the founder of Hotmail, the first you can say mail service. So in his interview, Sabir Bhatia was sharing that he has earned a lot of wealth. He is having his own airplane. He is having so many properties. He was sharing that he has his own yacht and he has traveled almost all the countries in the world. But he was saying that after passing so many years, acquiring the wealth and acquiring so many assets, the realization I have got is that the real happiness lies in having meaningful relationships in our life. And we all can see that nothing else can give us happiness except meaningful relationships. Even Yayati Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam, it comes that when he had enjoyed with Devyani for thousands of years, then he reached this realization. He says in Srimad Bhagavatam, Yat prithviyam vrihiyavam hiranyam pashavastriya na duyanti mana priti pumsa kamhatasyate. So Yayati Maharaj, after enjoying for so many years, he said that if a person gets the wealth of all the world, all the earthly planet, so if the whole earth is given as property to that person, if all the jewels, all the gold and silver is given to that person, if all the women are given to that person, but na duyanti mana priti, but still he will not be satisfied in his life. The satisfaction and happiness only comes through meaningful relationship. And the most important meaningful relationship that we can develop. Even in this material life, we can see that we derive happiness from a husband may derive happiness from his wife, from his children, from other relatives. But happiness comes from relationships. But if one wants to have eternal happiness, that can come only by developing relationship with the Supreme Lord. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami, when he wrote Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, in one of the lectures I heard that it took 18 years for Rupa Goswami to write Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. It was one of his magnum opus. And Srila Rupa Goswami, when he writes that book, so every book has a Mangalacharan, and in that Mangalacharan, the author states that what is the Vastu Nirdesh. Vastu Nirdesh means that what he is going to speak about in the entire literature. So the opening verse of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is actually the Vastu Nirdesh, or the substance which this literature contains. So the opening verse of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami says, it's a very important verse, and it also elucidates that how important it is to develop a meaningful relationship with the Supreme Lord. So he says, Akhila Rasamrita Murti Prasimar Ruchirudtar Kapali Kalit Shama Lalito Radha Preyan Vidur Jayati. So Srila Rupa Goswami says, although this verse doesn't contain Krishna anywhere, but the Vastu Nirdesh of whole Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is about Krishna. But where Krishna is present in this verse, in the last line, he says, Radha Preyan Vidur Jayati. So Vidu means, it has two meanings. One is it refers to Krishna, and the second meaning of Vidu is moon. So he says that as moon, we have read in Bhagavad Gita that the quality of moon is that it provides rasa, and a somo bhutva rasatmaka. It comes in Bhagavad Gita that the essential quality of moon is that through moonlight, all the vanaspatis, all the herbs, vegetables, fruits, they get their taste. So if any fruit or vegetable doesn't receive sufficient moonlight, it is not sweet enough, or it is not having any taste. So there are 6 kinds of taste. You know? So it is sweet, sour, pungent, etc. So there are 6 kinds of taste. So all these tastes come from the moonlight. So similarly, he compares moon with Krishna, and he says that as moon for this material world, for all the vanaspatis, vegetables, herbs, fruits, moon provides the taste to all these things. Similarly, Krishna is like the moon who provides taste in any relationship. He is Akhila Rasamrita Murti. So this Vidu he compares with Akhil Rasamrita Murti. So a perfect relationship can only be established with Krishna, no one else. A perfect relationship can be established with Krishna, and Krishna can perfectly have relationship, whether it is a conjugal relationship, whether it is a relationship between friendship, whether it is a relationship of a son and a parent, or whether it is a relationship of a master or servant. So Krishna is the person who can perfectly perform all the relationships. He can act well in all the relationships at a single point of time. So that is the beauty of Krishna. And that relationship, we can invest, the best means to invest in that relationship is to engage in the process of bhakti. It comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita that how we can engage in process of bhakti. So it comes that Bhajanera Madhya Shreshta Navavida Bhakti Krishna Prema Krishna Dite Dhare Maha Shakti. So he in all the limbs of bhakti, the most important limbs by which we can develop relationship with Krishna are the 9 processes which we know about: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padsevanam, etc. So these 9 limbs are the topmost. And why they are topmost? Because they have Mahashakti, immense potency for bestowing 2 things. Krishna Prem, Krishna Dite, Dhare Mahashakti. They can give you Krishna and they can also give you love for Krishna by which you can develop a relationship with him. So this is the beauty of these 9 limbs of devotional service. But then he says that among these 9 limbs, the most important limbs is chanting of the holy names. He says, Tar Madhya Sarvashreshta Nama Sankirtana Niraprade Nama Lele Pave Prema Dhana. That among these 9 limbs, the most important limb is the chanting of the holy names. And if one offenselessly and attentively chant the holy names, then one can easily get Krishna Prema. And that relationship with Krishna can be obtained. See, we never want Krishna. We are not every day in the morning, we say that we want Krishna Prema. We don't say we want Krishna. So we want to have that relationship with Krishna. We should have that relationship. We should feel that relationship within our heart. Even if Krishna is not present, if that relationship is established, even that separation from Krishna will give us bliss. So that is the beauty. So if one offenselessly and attentively chants the holy name, one will be able to develop that relationship with the Supreme Lord. And this chanting of the holy name, it is the Yug Dharma for this age. But it is not that this chanting of the holy names were not potent in the previous ages, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Dwapar Yuga. The chanting of the holy names were potent in all the yugas. But in Harinam Chintamani, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur states that in the previous yugas, people were having qualification for performing other processes like yoga or dhyana, etc. They were having that qualification, that capability was there. But in this age, all the other processes are having durdasha, are in a very wretched state. Why? Because the people are not qualified enough to derive results from them. So these holy names were the most potent way of developing relationship with Krishna in all the ages. But especially in this age, we don't have any other choice than to take shelter of the holy names to build that relationship with the Supreme Lord. So it is very important to attentively invest in this relationship. And Srila Prabhupada, in one of his purports, he mentioned that among all the instructions which a spiritual master gives to his disciple, the most important this is the most important instruction of the spiritual master. Spiritual master might have given many instructions, that you build a temple, that you take care of this project, that you preach in this particular zone, you manage this project. Many instructions can be given by spiritual master, but among all the instructions, the most important instruction is to attentively and offenselessly chant the holy names of the Lord. So this is the most important instruction. And Srila Prabhupada says that all these endeavors that we are doing in Krishna consciousness, preaching endeavors, managerial endeavors, and other endeavors, the purpose of all these endeavors is to one day chant the holy name with a pure state of mind, so that we can chant the Shuddh Naam. Even one Shuddh Naam has that potency to provide Krishna Prema. Like one Namabhas has the potency to deliver us from this material world, even one Shuddh Naam has the potency to provide us Krishna Prema. But because of so many offenses that we might have committed in the previous lives, and we are committing many offenses in this lifetime also, that's why we are not able to develop that relationship. But if one is able to chant one Shuddh Naam, he gets Krishna Prema. So that is the potency of chanting the holy names of the Lord. So recently, His Holiness Guru Prasad Swami Maharaj came to our temple, and he was sharing that the mood in which one should chant the holy names of the Lord is clearly stated in the 8 most essential teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that is Shikshashtakam. So every day, by mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we are chanting Shikshashtakam prayers. And these Shikshashtakam prayers contains the essence of all the scriptures. And it contains the mood and different stages or the journey a practitioner goes through by chanting the holy name. This Shikshashtakam prayers tells the journey of a practitioner also, and these Shikshashtakam prayers also tell us the mood a practitioner should have, or the mood in which he should take shelter of the holy names. So I'll, in this last part of this section in my talk, I'll share the mood one should have for chanting the holy names, by which one can develop eternal relationship with Krishna. So the first stanza of the Shikshashtakam prayers is, you all know, we everyday chant Cheto Darpan Marjanam Bhav Mahadava Agni Nirvapanam. So I am not chanting the entire stanza, but the first stanza tells that one needs to, first of all, in order to chant properly, one needs to understand that what benefits or what benefits the holy names of the Lord is bringing in my life, what advantages I can get. So the first advantage, for example, is Cheto Darpan Marjanam. So these holy names of the Lord, when we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, this Mahamantra, it contains entire Vrindavan. Krishna is present, Shrimati Radharani is present, all the gopis and sakhis are present, all the cowherd boys, Sudama, Sridam, Subal, etc. are present. All the servants of Krishna, Raktak, Patrak, are present. Yashoda and Nand Maharaj are present. And all the creepers, trees, groves of Vrindavan, Govardhan Hill, Yamuna are present in this holy name. But because our heart is contaminated because of many anarthas, many apradha that we have committed, because of there is a dirt on that mirror, we are not able to see. We are not able to see the form, qualities, and pastimes of the Lord. And at the same time, I am not able to understand that what role I have in the pastimes of Krishna, what name, form, qualities, and pastimes I'll be engaging in to serve Krishna because of this dust in the heart. But by the chanting of these holy names, gradually the form, qualities, and pastimes of Krishna will appear if one offenselessly takes the shelter of the holy names. So this is the benefit which chanting of the holy names is bestowing to me. And Bhav Mahadava Agni Nirvapanam, it can extinguishing the blazing fire of this material existence. So similarly, 7 benefits are mentioned. So first of all, it is important to understand what are the benefits of chanting the holy name. So every day one should meditate before chanting, what are the benefits I'm going to get. That is going to set the mood. And Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Shri Krishna Sankirtan is having a topmost glory, and it is having the topmost glory in bestowing these benefits to a practitioner. So this is the first stage, that we should understand the benefits which the chanting of holy names brings to my life. Then what happens? So then person moves to the second stage, and in second stage what happens? That one understands that how much merciful Krishna is. What is the mercy of Krishna? Nam akari bahuda nij sarva shaktis tatra arpita niyamita smarane nakala. That Krishna is giving me unlimited opportunities. He is giving me unlimited options to take shelter of any name. He has unlimited name. Whatever name I like, I can take shelter. In the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it comes that evam vrata swapriya nam kirtaya, that one can take vrata of chanting those names which are dearmost to oneself. So we can take any name of Krishna. So Krishna has unlimited names because he has unlimited activities. He is giving unlimited options for taking shelter of the holy names. And in all these unlimited options, he has invested his all the potencies, and he has given unlimited options, invested all these options with all his potencies, and at the same time he is not putting any rules and regulations in chanting the holy names. है ना? Tatra arpita niyamita smarne nakala. So there are no rules and regulations in all the processes, even chanting of mantras, performance of sacrifices. Every process has rules and regulations related to time, place, and circumstances. But chanting of holy names has no such foundations. So when one understands that so much mercy Krishna is bestowing, but durdaivam idrisham iha janinanuraga, but I am so unqualified, I am so fallen that I am not able to take advantage of this mercy, then one feels repentance, nanuraga. He feels repentance that I am not able to chant the holy name properly. And this we can see in the case of Ajamila. So in life of Ajamil, although when he chanted one Nama Bhas, so the Vishnu Dutas came. And when he heard the conversation from Vishnu Duta, he heard the glories from Vishnu Duta. Then when he got the second chance, he went to Haridwar, and because he have understood what benefits I can get, it set the mood for Ajamil, and he took the shelter of the holy names. But while he was chanting the holy names, it comes in the 6th canto, he was repenting all the time that how he has wasted his life previously. And he was repenting that he has not taken shelter of the holy names. So when one understands that how much mercy Krishna is bestowing, but one is not able to access that mercy, then comes repentance. And this mood of repentance makes the heart soft, very soft. And by this softness of heart, what comes? The most cherished fruit, which is very important for chanting of the holy names, comes in the heart, and that is humility, which is the next stage. And that is Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. So it is the stage of nishtha, that one is able to continuously chant the holy name of the Lord. And we see in Srila Prabhupada quoting this verse many times. And in one place, he says that the attitude in which one should chant the holy names of the Lord is this verse, Trinadapi Sunichena. That humility, Prabhupada also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, that it is the first stage, first step of attaining any knowledge. So humility is very important. This softness of heart that brings humility is very important for chanting the holy names of the Lord, for taking the shelter of the holy names. And we see that the Acharya of chanting the holy names of the Lord is Srila Haridas Thakur. And Srila Haridas Thakur, when he was Brahma in the previous life, and he had offended Krishna by stealing all the calves and the cowherd boys. Then what happened? When Brahma understood his mistake, he went to Navadvip. And in Navadvip, he started doing tapasya. And then Lord Gauranga appeared before him. And Brahma requested Lord Gauranga that in the next life which you will give me, you take away this Brahma Buddhi from me. This Brahma Buddhi, because I am a creator, I am creator of this entire material universe. So it brings pride. So you take away pride from my life. And you make my life beautiful with this matchless gift of humility. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed him with this humility, and we see that the whole life of Haridas Thakur, if you see, is filled with humility, whether he was beaten in 22 markets, whether so many people tried to blaspheme him, but he never retaliated. He was always in humble state of mind. Although Brahma in Satyuga created Lord Jagannath temple, But that same Brahma, when he appeared as Haridas Thakur, he never requested anyone that I want to go inside the temple and have darshan of Jagannath. He exhibited such humility. So he's a personification of this verse. And by applying this verse in one's life only, one can continuously chant the holy name of the Lord. And when one is humble enough, and when this humility further grows, then the false ego, which is the main reason of foundation within this material world, dissolves, and one moves to the fourth stage, and that is the stage of ruchi. One starts getting the taste in the holy name. And when one starts getting the taste in the holy name, then what happens? Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadish kame, mama janmani janmanishware, bhavatat bhakti rahetu ki tvai. So, when one gets the taste, a little taste, not the complete manifestation of the taste in the holy names, but even a little taste for chanting the holy names, one doesn't desire any material asset, anything material. He doesn't want wealth, he doesn't want followers, he doesn't want sexual enjoyment, he doesn't want prestige, just by getting little taste in the chanting of the holy names. So one has to try to consciously be away from, or be away from the attachment for all these material things. But it becomes natural when one gets the taste. And one only desires the causeless devotional service to the Supreme Lord. And then what happens in the fifth stage, as taste deepens, one feels intense separation from Krishna. And then one requests Krishna that, Krishna, I am suffering in this material world. One feels separation from Krishna. Once Srimad Gaur Govind Goswami Maharaj was telling that our progress in Krishna consciousness does not depend upon our external achievements, that how many books we have distributed, how many devotees we have made. This is important. Prabhupada says that everything should be measured. But he said that our advancement in Krishna consciousness depends upon that how many tears we have cried for Krishna. And it is fact, even in material relationship, we cry tears. It happens that even in relationship of husband wife, not just because of we are suffering in that relationship, but even a love in the relationship sometimes bring tears, these material relationships. Similarly, one should evaluate whether I am feeling separation from Krishna, and how one can develop this feeling of separation. Separation is the most important quality. If separation comes, if one feels separation from Krishna, it can burn away all the anarthas within the heart. Like those gopis who were not able to attain Krishna in the Ras Leela, they were feeling so much separation from Krishna that they burned their body. Even the tiny attachments they were having, material misgivings they were having, were burned away. And Narad Muni, when Krishna gave darshan to Narad Muni, and then he said that now I'll not be able to give you any darshan. Now you have to take shelter of me, and you have to get rid away from material attachments. Then the separation from the form of the Lord, which he had seen, that separation burned away all the misgivings. So similarly, it is very important that one should feel separation. The separation will come when we read about various characters in Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita who are similarly feeling separation from Krishna. When we hear separation which gopis are feeling from Krishna, when we hear the state of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was in Gambhira and feeling separation from Krishna, when we hear how Kunti Maharani is feeling separation from Krishna when he's going to Dwarka. I'll just take 2-3 more minutes and I'll finish. So similarly, when we read about this separation, we get feelings of separation in our heart. And this separation, before any relationship fructifies, before that comes separation. So if one is feeling separation from Krishna, then only that relationship is going to be going to happen in reality. We will be able to build that relationship, have that relationship in reality. So this separation is very important. And when one feels that separation, then the sixth stage comes, that one feels ecstatic symptoms while chanting the holy names of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada, in one of the purports of Srimad Bhagavatam, he says that if one is taking the holy names of the Lord and he is not crying tears and the hairs on the body are not standing, it would seem very high. But Srila Prabhupada says, then the only reason for this is that one is committing offenses. But if one offenselessly takes the shelter of the holy name, this will happen. It's a reality. It's not something theoretical. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu say that when that day will come, when my throat will get choked up and tears will roll from my eyes, that nayanam galadashru dhareha vadanam gadgad rudhyagira. So this is the sixth stage, when one feels ecstatic symptoms for chanting the holy names. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although he's feeling these symptoms, but he's saying, when will that happen? So we should pray to the holy name that when that day be mine, when these ecstatic symptoms will decorate my body. And then comes the seventh stage, when there is so much deep spiritual longing that the whole world becomes void. See, if the relationship which we have once cherished in our life, you think about any relationship which we had once cherished, we would see that when we are in that relationship, a moment, even so much time passes, but it appears to be like only a single moment. And when we are away from that relationship or from that person, that so even one moment appears to be as if that it is so long duration. So similarly, when gopis who were feeling so much separation from Krishna, when they were away from Krishna, even one moment used to be appear like 12 years or so, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. And when they were with Krishna, even the night of Ras dance was actually the night of Brahma, but that appeared to them as if it was a moment. And when that night came to an end, they were feeling that time passed so quickly. So this is what one feels when the relationship is is strong. And finally, the last stage is that one's love for Krishna becomes unconditional. There is no condition put in that love. It is unconditional love. And in this mood, Lord Chaitanya is speaking the last verse. Actually, all the verses, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking in the mood of Srimati Radharani. But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita is saying that the last verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking this verse in a mood of Srimati Radharani, where Srimati Radharani had fixed a time with Krishna for meeting, but Krishna did not come. So then Lalita and Vishaka Saki are telling Srimati Radharani that why don't you give up this relationship? Krishna would definitely be with Chandravali or any other gopi. So he is a lumpat. Why are you with him? You give this relationship and you will be satisfied and happy in life. But then Srimati Radharani says that Ashlishya vapadratam pinashtumam adarshanan marmhatam karotu va yatha tatha va vidhatu lampato mat prananath. So she says that even if Krishna breaks this relationship, he gives me, he doesn't embrace me, he crushes me, whatever he does, but he'll always be my master. He'll be always me, love of my life. So from the stage of purification of the heart, we can come to this stage where our love becomes totally unconditional, which we read about in scriptures, can be possible if we every day attentively and offenselessly take the shelter of the holy name. And this relationship can only bring happiness in our life, because Krishna is Rasovaisa. He is only one who can fill our life with rasa. And what our mind is, or what our soul is hankering for, is rasa. Because we are not getting rasa in that relationship, we are looking for that rasa elsewhere. And as Bhagavad Gita says, Rasvarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. When we get that higher taste, all the lower tastes will be easily given up. So this is what I wanted to share. So I want to thank once again Shigaur Prabhu for kindly giving me this opportunity, for sharing something with all of you for my own purification, for again for making myself remember again the glories of the holy name, so that I can take proper shelter. And I hope that I was able to do little service to all of you. So thank you everyone for kindly hearing and being patient. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you. It was really, really wonderful, very deep. It was very touching indeed. And I'm sure that devotees who are hearing it and who will be hearing the recording would be benefited immensely. So I'm deeply indebted to you, Prabhuji. It was amazing, wonderful. And I see the comments in the chat also. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam to all devotees. And Prabhuji, thanks a lot. Very nicely explained Sikshastra in relation to chanting. It was really amazing, Prabhuji. How systematically you explain the verses in very short time. Otherwise, the classes which are for days long. But in this short duration, you explained so nicely, and the whole importance of that why we are missing. It's because we may have everything, but not the lasting relationship, and we look for this relationship in the material world, but then we are frustrated because that is not what will give us satisfaction. And it is Krishna's relationship, the relationship with Krishna in love is what we are hankering for. And this chanting is the essence, and chanting can give us everything, which is the main limb of our devotional life. Thank you very much. I just want to check, Prabhuji, if anyone online has any question for you, Prabhuji, before we end up this session. There's so many appreciations messages coming there. I see.
So you give me your blessings, Prabhuji. I have taken a lot of inspiration from you, that how you are serving Guru Maharaj with your body, mind, and words, and taking more and more responsibilities. And so you please bless me. So it is easy to speak, easy to do copy paste what I have read, what I have just shared. But please bless me so that I can fulfill this most important instruction by the spiritual master of chanting the holy names attentively. So I seek blessings of all the devotees present here to kindly bless me, so that I can also imbibe these words in my own life.
Thank you very much. Actually, your wearing saffron is a sign of that you don't have any kind of material desires, and the way you are sacrificing, and not only just sacrificing, but contributing to the mission is immense. And we are immensely indebted and grateful to you, Prabhuji, for taking out your time today and sharing these words of wisdom, which are very, very important for us to advance in our spiritual life. His Grace Vishnu Svarup prabhuji ki jai.
Thank you.
Jai, Jai.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat pranam.
Thank you,
Pranam.
Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dandavat pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.